It's time to wake up and start your morning brew. Coming to you live every morning from his home studio or wherever he is at 8 a.m. It's time to start your day with a cup of Jon Jon. Now here's your host, the boy so nice they named him twice, Jon Jon Lannen.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Cup of Jon Jon Podcast. I, of course, am your host, Jon Jon, and this is episode 81. Happy Hump Day, my friends! Let's get into today's show. What is going on? You guys got an episode on Monday, you got an episode on Tuesday, and you now have a new episode today on Wednesday. Stay tuned for 2 more episodes this week. Of course, that's going to be Thursday and Friday because I vowed to make a commitment to post more regularly. So, here goes. But for real, I really want to thank you guys, of course, for joining me for another episode and edition of the Cup of Jon Jon. So, of course, this is the show where we wake up together, we have our cup of coffee or tea, and get motivated for the day ahead. So today's Wednesday, March 3rd, and let's get motivated for the day. Those of you familiar with the podcast know that, of course, we post a daily message of inspiration and motivation, not only here on the podcast daily, but at the Jon Jon & Co. Instagram page, which, of course, can be found at JonJonAndCo. So go check it out, and you'll see there today's message and all of our messages and inspirational quotes of the day. The Cup of Jon Jon Podcast is available on YouTube and all podcasting apps, but specifically, if you are listening on an Apple device, please make sure to rate our podcast on Apple Podcasts right now. Those little things help this pod so tremendously. Thanks in advance, and much love to you. So, without further ado, let's get into today's message of the day. Today's quote is this: "We bend so we don't break." I saw that and, of course, wanted to share with you all, and I think it's a great testament for Wednesday. By Wednesday, typically we're running a little bit on fumes, we're a little exhausted, we're midway through the week, and we're so close to the weekend. And I know that a lot of us have thoughts midway through Monday and even Tuesday that we might just break. But every week we make it through. And why? Because we're flexible. And the limitations to flexibility doesn't just stop at our jobs or being exhausted through the week. It also happens in us trying new things. We gain flexibility by bending. We don't break. And the more we bend, the more we're willing to try new things, the more we push ourselves, the more flexible we become. I really dig that quote, and of course wanted to share it with you guys here on an episode of The Cup of Jon Jon. I just think we all immediately associate an image to that quote. We bend so that we don't break. Whether that be a little pencil, a piece of plastic, a little thing of spaghetti, we bend so we don't break. Oh, what a great quote for our hump day. And it's kind of funny because not only does it go into the psychological and emotional aspect of bending, think about the actual physical or physiological aspect of bending. If we literally stretch and work those muscles, we're more flexible. And we can bend without breaking. We can bend without pulling something. We can bend with fluidity. So my challenge to you all and myself is to bend, baby. Bend. I hope you all have a magnificent day. I want to thank you guys again for listening to the Daily Cup of Jon Jon Podcast. I love you guys so much for listening. And until next time, ta-ta.